Hey, friends, welcome on into Tuesday Night Baseball, and it is the eMLB World Series coming right at you. Thanks again to Doc for sending everybody over. So thanks again to our friends at Out of the Park. In lieu of not being able to give you special drops, we know that's what you really wanted. That's what we have set as a bar for you, and we apologize. Small operation and only one man. One man capable of making it happen. He's on vacation. So we improvised, and thanks to our friends at Out of the Park, we'll be giving away perfect team packs throughout the show. We will also be offering one code of Out of the Park baseball. For those of you who don't have it yet, that will be given away. If it's the very last thing we do on the show, like we did last on Sunday, we will do that. And then also, for you guys with community-created players, you could choose to get community-created packs as well. I'm going to do one twist, though. So, in honor of eMLB's 26th real-life birthday that was officially done on Sunday, July 19th, we are giving away 26 packs every single show, courtesy of Out of the Park Baseball. We're not going to waste much time. The other thing to help with that is this won't be a live managed game, because right now Steve Kim is probably in either the third or the fourth lane of 5 lanes of traffic somewhere in LA trying to get home to his lovely family. He might be listening to us, but he's probably also cursing out the person right next to him that's, probably saying, "You cut me off, buddy." I think it's like you gotta, what do you treat LA freeways like it's Mad Max? Never been there, have zero interest in trying to find out myself, I assure you that. All right, so yeah, we've done over almost $5,800 raised so far for Dana-Farber, and that is before that number's counted, so it's now up to $304 additional. So it is safe to say that we are at least north of $6,000, but I'm waiting until that bar gets full. Yeah, it says $250 at the end. Once that fills, I'm going to add $1,000 to Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and I am honored to do it. I don't care if I'm paying technically for when you gift to the channel right now. I don't care. It's okay. It's all right. It is going to a wonderful cause that has been so meaningful, including this month. My wife has been at a Dana-Farber Cancer affiliate getting iron infusions for herself. So, yes, we believe in it very, very much. Again, thanks, Brent, for the gifted sub. So, with that, let's get into this Game 2 World Series. There's only one thing to look at right away. Two of our illustrious community-created players, John Cowgill, Flying WV's player, Paul Bailey, Sir Pug's community-created player. What a story for him since he has come over. From Arizona. He is 6-0. ERA cut in less than half, 2.22 since he's come here. He will get the start. He's still looking for his first postseason victory, and he'll have a tall order going against the man who's given up just one run so far this entire postseason, and it wasn't even with him there. He got an injury. He had to go, and the inherited runner did score. One run in 24 innings of work this postseason for John Cowgill. He has been a buzzsaw. The only other player that's been an equivalent of that has been Jeff Hudson thus far. Hudson, of course, winning game number 1 of this series. We will continue our watch of Charlie Matzke. What a story. From Princeton University to Prince of San Diego with his home run, his first ever home run in the major leagues, because he's never played an at-bat in the regular season. But the injury to Fernando Tatis has given Matzke an opportunity to show what he can do, and Matzke was delivering big time in that first game, and it was very memorable. What a smile he had throughout the remainder of that game when we watched it. He was 1 for 3 with that 2-run homer. He also got hit by a pitch later in the game. We're going to have to keep an eye, file that one in the back to see if that was an intentional pitch there from the Rangers for him getting that home run. Tim providing the link right from the TikTok. That link will show you the home run from Charlie Matzke. Again, Matzke playing in place of Fernando Tatis Jr., suffering from a fractured wrist, will not be available for this series. For the Rangers, we didn't talk much about it, but Daniel Pratt is not going to be available for this series as he is still recovering from injury. That would have likely been your Game 3 starter coming up when we transfer over to Texas, which will be on tomorrow night's show. We will continue Game 3 at 7 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow night. All right, let's get our lineup, make sure our lineups are as requested. Thurman and then Cowgill will be both your pitcher and your DH in this one. Hey, Steve. Are you in the car right now, and are you in 5 lanes of traffic? Well, we're glad you can join us. And Maurice Hampton, all lineups are perfect here. Bullpen situation, Eric Eisenhower did the yeoman's work in game number 1 after the home run had David Elvis leaving. 3 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 earned run. He allowed a homer and walked 3. The home run he gave up was to Midnight Dreary's Jack Lawless. 54 pitches, so probably fair to assume Eisenhower might not be available for game number 2 here, as this game is immediately 1 day later. It is wind blowing in from left at 6 miles an hour as well, for those of you keeping track of the betting. That's a good question there, Death from Above. I have to remind myself. Let me look at a statistic here. The 233 home runs were actually 3rd in the American League. They weren't even the best. All right, for San Diego. Don't you laugh at my jokes there, Kiki. All right, our lineups are as requested. Lots of homers, yes. It is a very powerful hitting team, very offensively driven. For the Padres, we might not see Steve Hess today. He did go 33 pitches, 2 innings in Game 1. He struck out 5. He really was impressive for the 26-year-old. Again, tonight's game is not a live managed game. For those who don't know, our Texas general manager is in the United Kingdom. It's already tomorrow for him. It's Wednesday. And then for our San Diego general manager, he just checked in, but he is in the midst of LA traffic right now. So I got one general manager 5 hours ahead of me and another general manager 3 hours behind me. That's going to make for a little challenging for these two to match up. So for this game, that will not be the case. I am milking a little bit of time to wait until our full ads are done. We're ready to get her started here for game number 2. Second game of the Fall Classic here from Petco Park. Padres were your Game 1 winners 6-2. Rangers will try to retool with the ace on the mound in this one. Padres will try to counter with the future coming on. You just got your 15 packs. Awesome. Starting lineups for the Rangers will look pretty similar than yesterday. Here they are. Jack Trainer is in left field. 1 for 4 with a double in game number 1. He'll be in left, leading it off. Alex Lee continues to be red hot this postseason. 433 average, 2 for 3 in game 1. He'll bat second and play short. Lola Thurman behind the dish continues to be a postseason queen. 368 average, but 0 for 3 with a sac fly in game 1. She's behind the dish. John Cowgill will be your designated hitter today. He was a pinch hitter and struck out in the 9th inning of game 1. He's ready to go on both sides tonight. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is batting 5th and playing first base. Chris Reeves is at third base batting 6th. Wyatt Langford in right field will bat 7th. Sebastian Wagner over at second base batting 8th, with Maurice Hampton, the Gold Glove winner, in center field batting 9th. Cowgill on the mound. For the Padres, Una Kim leads it off 1 for 4 with a double in center. Jack Wallace had a home run in game 1. Midnight Dreary CCP bats second, playing second today. Asher Kim at shortstop batting 3rd. Mason Hour and his 32 home runs against righties in the cleanup spot, playing left. Louis Manzanares is at first batting 5th. The big train Al Hinton enters into the series tonight in right field batting 6th. Juan Resendez, your DH, batting 7th. Charlie Matzke from Princeton to Prince of San Diego with his 2-run homer in game 1. He'll bat 8th, playing 3rd. Juan Benitez behind the dish, batting 9th. Paul Bailey on the hill here for the Padres. Let's go to Petco Park. Again, yes, it did. Why am I forgetting to look at that damn thing? It is always that transition. The one time I look at it, it doesn't do it. Every other time I'm muted and someone has to tell me. I would love to find out why it mutes by default. Hold on. Does it do it again? You said it, Kiki. Kiki just swore for me. I heard her swearing. Naughty girl. Anyway, here is your starting defensive 9 before we get game 2 underway. Mason Hour is in left field. Una Kim will be in center, and the big train Al Hinton in right field. Charlie Matzke is over at third base. Asher Kim is your shortstop. Jack Lawless is at second. Dear Lord. Apparently Dom is really loud in his room right now. And Louis teenagers loud in their rooms behind closed doors. And Luis Manzanares is over at first tonight with Juan Benitez behind the plate. We don't have a managed game, but just for reference, the catcher arm is 64 out of a 1 to 100, and that is the scale that we use for out of the park. Many different scales we could choose from. We chose 1 to 100 because when you boost your players, a little easier for you to see some actual tangible progress. And of course, if you've never used the editor, some ratings are 1 to 600, some are 1 to 250, some are 1 to 200. We got to streamline that for you so you can figure out who's good at what, right? So with that, on the hill tonight, community-created player of Sir Pug, another man from the UK, Paul Bailey, the Yorkie Bar kid from Sheffield, England, will get the start. It's his first ever appearance in the World Series for Paul. This postseason, 0-1 record, 9 runs allowed in 12 innings of work, walking 5 and striking out 11. This two-way star, just 21 years young, throws mid-upper 90s with the fastball. He also has a split finger, a forkball, a circle change, and guess what? He's got everyone else's favorite pitch.
The screwball in the back pocket.
He got that too. Bailey was highly sought after back in 2030. He was the 3rd overall selection by the Atlanta Braves that year from the IMG Academy. Again, Sir Pug created him. It's like a tale of a Jekyll and Hyde. While he was with Arizona this year, 3-10 record, 4.85 earned run average. Since being traded over to San Diego, 12 starts, 6-0 record, 2.22 ERA, and a whip of 0.9. That is impressive in itself. Let's see. Bailey. Just making sure I read my notes again because I was running a little late. Didn't get to read all my notes carefully. AI. So, Bailey ready to go. And before we get started, let's introduce your community credit players tonight. That's you guys out there. We're approaching 400 total community credit players in the eMLB universe. Let's introduce the ones that are part of tonight. Asher Kim and Yuna Kim. Those are the kids of General Manager Steve Kim playing in the field. And Jack Lawless is Midnight Dreary. He's over at second base with Paul Bailey, Sir Pug, on the mound today for the Padres. For the Rangers, it is Jack Trainer, Buffalo Jack, Alex Lee, King Butcher, Lola Thurman, that's Jamie Thurman's player. John Cowgill, two-way player, is flying WV. And Sebastus Wagner, he is technically the great-grandson of Honus Wagner. He is at second base for the Rangers in this one, and a community credit player in this one. Again, flying WV also on the mound. All right, continue to put your tickets in for the giveaway. At the end of the second inning, we will do our first drawing to see who is victorious. Again, many thanks to Out of the Park for their help on that. And with that, let's get this game underway and get Jack Trainer on to the box so we can get it started. Trainer, the 27-year-old from Tonawanda, New York. He will enter in. This is his 50th career postseason game now played for him. 51st, excuse me. A career .304 hitter in his postseason time. For this postseason, a .286 average, 1 homer, 4 RBI, 1 for 4 with a double, and scored in yesterday's game. With that, a reminder, we're on AI, so I will find out as you do what the outcome is, and I'll try to call it to the best of my ability. Hopefully you don't mind putting up with listening to this. With that, let's get this game going. It's a weeknight. I don't drink except when I'm with my friends. You classify as that. Cheers. Thank you much. Let's get her going. A 1-strike count. The Padres are wearing their camo alternate jerseys in this one. Rangers are going with their alternate road blues. A 1-strike pitch from Panther. That'll be slapped into left field, and Trainer starts it off with a base hit. Trainer will collect his second hit of this ball classic. And he is speed on the base pass, just 1 steal this postseason for him. So we'll keep an eye on him over there. Bailey during the season had a 272 average that he allowed. Let me go to the regular season so you can see that. 272 average allowed, but it's important to note that once he got on a team further down the road and able to make the Fall Classic versus a team that right now is still threatening to get the top pick in the draft, not this year though. But a big difference, 309, while with the Diamondbacks, a 202 average against for the Padres. Trainer aboard, here comes the very dangerous Alex Lee. Lee has had an amazing postseason overall, hitting .433 now with 3 homers, 12 runs driven in. That has his career average pushing towards 300 now. Also has 22 postseason doubles. Give me a moment. I forget that we have a postseason leaderboard on our website. 22 doubles. Alex Lee, of course, something that's important to keep in mind. Now that we have voted to have 3 games, a best of 3 in the wild card, a best of 7 in all the other series, division, championship, and World Series, you're more likely to play more games, so some statistics in modern baseball, it's easier to break. Alex Lee, at 28 years old, is already tied for 5th all-time in doubles in postseason play. 10 away from the best of all time, Derek Jeter. Only one other person has more doubles that plays in this game tonight. That would be the venerable Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lee is ready to go on a ball, 2 strike count. That'll be grounded down to short. Asher has it. He'll go to second for 1. That's all they'll get, as Lawless had to get out of the way of the speedy trainer coming up on him. That'll just be a force out. Lee will reach. There's your first out of game number 2. Lightning, Lola Thurman will come to the plate, and she continues to be just that. Regular season, postseason, doesn't matter. She brings her A game all around. 28-year-old from Dallas, hitting .368 this postseason, 4 homers, 14 runs driven in. She was 0 for 3 with a sac fly RBI in game number 1. Almost 44,000 brave the partly cloudy conditions. I don't know. I don't really think, should we bring an umbrella? I don't think we're dressed for this. 0-2 pitch. Lola grounds hit to Asher to second for 1. Wow, get another opportunity there for Lawless, can't turn it. So another fielder's choice. 6-4 on your scorecard if you're keeping track. 2 outs now. John Cowgill will be your batter. He slid into here. Yep. Cowgill will get his first opportunity. It's not their first opportunity against Paul Bailey, though. He's 1 for 5 lifetime against Paul. Speed of Thurman on first. Cowgill, your batter, 275 this postseason with 2 homers and 13 runs driven in. A 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Yes, it is, but Benitez can't find the gun as he tries to go get Lola. Well, don't feel so bad. Not many people can. Stolen base for Lola Thurman. Thurman will collect her 4th steal here of this postseason. She's got herself in scoring position. That looked like a strike, but I'm just noticing that they credited it a ball. Hold on.
What?
That's going to just make extra pitches for Bailey here, who could have been out of the inning already. The 2-0 pitch. It'll be grounded down to second. Couple steps to his left. Jack Lawless has it. Fires over to first in time. And the inning will go without event. Half an inning in the books. Remember, if you're just joining us, we got the highest possible prize on the board today, a full boost. So you have an opportunity before this inning is done, before these 3 outs, in chat, write down which team you think wins, Texas or San Diego. Do that in the chat. Don't forget to include a number. The number is your prediction. How many runs the winning team will score to be victorious tonight? Full boost is still up for grab. 500 balls of yarn if you nail the number tonight. You have just under 11 minutes remaining to get your prediction in on our over-under prediction. And we have over 87,000 hairballs up for grabs. Somebody thank Kava for apparently doing another 50,000 bet. I don't think he did, but you get the joke. It does tell me that someone did do a 50,000 bet. Anyway, we are now bottom of the first. Here's your defensive alignment in this one. Jack Trainer will be in left field tonight. Maurice Hampton is in center. Wyatt Langford will be in right field. He is spending the big balls, the big hair balls. He could be using that to get some cash for his team. But he is either going to win or he's going to be very generous. So again, Trainer in left, Hampton in center, Wyatt Langford in right. Chris Reeves over third base. Alex Lee is your shortstop. Sebastian Wagner is at second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at first with Lola Thurman behind the dish and that 100 arm rating she possesses. On the mound, the 6'6" right-hander from Morgantown, West Virginia, the absolute machine here this postseason. 3-0 record, 1 run in 24 innings of work. John Cowgill from Morgantown, West Virginia coming up. He won 13 games and had a 1.77 ERA in the regular season. Well, he's gotten even more anemic than that with a 0.38 ERA. That run was scored when he had to leave due to a mild shoulder strain. It was part of the reason why the Rangers went with him pitching in game number 2 as a precaution. 24 innings of work, just 10 hits and 2 walks allowed in that time. He has struck out 23 batters so far. Cowgill will throw mid-90s with a fastball. He'll also work a cut fastball, a knuckle curve, circle change, probably the best pitch in his arsenal to mix it up with everything else, and a sinker as well. Cowgill is in his 3rd year in the majors. Part of the biggest trade probably in eMLB's 2.0's career. He was the 4th overall selection by the Boston Red Sox in 2030. And the Red Sox and the Royals, who picked first that year and took Paul Skeens, traded Skeens and Tommy Springer for John Cowgill in a 2-for-1 deal. Both sides, I think, are happy on that deal. Now, Kansas City was, but you'll have to come back later to see what they think, because of course they traded it this last offseason to Texas. And here Cowgill is in the World Series after that. Una Kim, the Queen of Diamonds, will start us off. Una, 5-time All-Star, a 6-time Gold Glove winner. The 28-year-old from Seattle, a .326 average in her career for postseason play. .294 this season, though, with 2 homers and 6 RBI. She was busy. She was on the bases 3 times in game 1, 1 for 3 with a double, 2 walks, stole a couple bases, and scored a run. 7 minutes remaining on your over-under prediction as well, and I now see around 110,000 hairballs up for grabs. It is hot and heavy tonight, friends. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Cowgill. That'll be slapped right back to the mound. That'll be an easy routine play for Cowgill. He's got time. He'll fire it over to first for the out. Top third of the lineup, nicknamed the law firm of Kim Lawless and Kim. Here's Jack Lawless, Midnight Dreary's community credit player. 26-year-old from La Crosse, Wisconsin, checks in with a 240 average this postseason. 3 homers, 7 RBI. Lawless went 1 for 4. He had a solo home run to left field in game number 1. He has, again, a 277 career postseason average in 29 games played. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. That'll be grounded slowly out towards second. That is play for Wagner Wright, just on the fringe of the grass. He'll get it over to first in time, retiring his fellow second baseman for the out. 2 outs now. The shortstop, Asher Kim, comes up. Asher, now 30 years old, from Irvine, California. 304, 2 home runs, 6 runs driven in. Fun fact, yes. But it is the career. Asher has always been a beast when it's come to the postseason, maybe one of the best. Might even have to use the words Asher over Jeter at this point. A career 307 postseason performer with 24 home runs and 54 runs driven in, and now his 89th career postseason appearance. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in game number 1. 2-strike pitch from Cowgill. Checks the swing, appeal down at first. They say he went, and it looks like it was in the zone anyway. John Cowgill works through a 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. First inning is done. Friends, your chance to win 1 full boost today now over. The second inning bets are in effect, but fear not, friends. If you put a second inning bet, you can still win 750 balls of yarn today. That is 3/4 of the way to a new boost, so be sure to get your bets in ASAP. Get your bet in, write it in chat. Which team wins? How many runs does the winning team score? Top second we go. That'll bring in the venerable man, one of the best in the business. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., almost 500 career homers, over 1,500 RBI, on the cusp of 2,500 career hits, and he's even walked over 1,000 times. Hall of Famer? I'm thinking that's a very strong likelihood. Guerrero will be the batter this postseason, though, a 255 average, 2 homers, 10 runs driven in. This is his 81st career postseason game. Not as much of a big performer in the postseason. Adequate, though. 269 career average. Does have 13 career home runs in those 80 games played. A full count pitch coming from Bailey. It's on its way. It'll be low, ball 4. And like we said, over 1,000 career walks in his major league career. He will add up on it some more. Pull Cowgill, I got the under. Well, if the AI does it for you, then I know this game is rigged. Guerrero at first, nobody out. Superman coming in. Chris Reeves, the 4th overall selection back in 2026 from the TNXL Academy in Altamonte Springs, Florida. Reeves, 173 hitter this postseason, 2 homers, 5 runs driven in. Reeves just his 35th career game played, although that's a decent amount. Not many people get 35 games in their postseason career, but he does have 8 home runs in that time, so he is a big-time clutch hitter. And here's a guy he has liked to see in his past. Bailey, lifetime, 4 for 6 so far. What pitch clock? First pitch down low, I think it might be. No, it's a ball. Benitez's throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Man, rumbling and stumbling, although he's got good speed. Vladimir Guerrero with a stolen base. Vlad actually had a stolen base in game number 1. That'll be his 2nd of this series. 1-0 continues. Swung on, popped up high on the left side. Asher calling for it. Matsky in the neighborhood. He's going to give away to the veteran. Kim makes the catch. That is your first out. Boss battle in the chat. If we can get 25 of you who have at least 50 balls of yarn to participate, that will unleash Fluffy the three-headed dog from Harry Potter. One out, real life player Wyatt Langford coming in. It is 2033, and Wyatt Langford is a man out of time because when we add real life players into the file, they are added at a time when they would be older in real life. Langford is just 24 in our universe. The Trenton, Florida native, just a 161 average this postseason with 3 homers, 11 RBI. He went 0 for 4 in game 1. Keep it going. We could be close, but time's running out. Hong Kong Fooey, he needs a break at times. 2-2 pitch. Grounded hard to short. Asher has it, bobbles it. Uh-oh. Asher generally pretty sure gloved over there, but not this time. He was looking right at second. Totally took his eye off the ball. Go! E6 here at a costly time. 2 on now with 1 out. And great grandson of Honus Wagner. Sebastus Wagner, community credit player of Sebastus coming in. A 140 average this year. No homers, 1 RBI, 2 for 5 lifetime against Bailey. Sebastus was 1 for 3 and drove in 1 of the 2 runs in the Rangers' 6-2 loss yesterday. The 0-2. He got him swinging.
Fatality.
95 in the zone, just blew it right by him. That is your first strikeout for Bailey tonight. The bet is closed on the over-under prediction. Here's your final breakdown on it. Wow. About 161,500 hairballs. Yes, you heard right. We had 23 people participate. We love it when we get that level of participation. How many runs will John Calgill give up? 58% is your majority, and they say he's going to finish under 1.5 runs tonight. That's a big bet, friends. We're going to find out. Let's continue on. Very big bet tonight. Maurice Hampton, the number 9 hitter, comes in. The defensive specialist from Arlington, Tennessee. 32-year-old, just a 135 average this postseason with 1 homer, 2 RBI, 0 for 3 in game number 1. Two balls, 1 strike, pitch. Hampton down towards third. Maskey has it. He'll go to second to get the trail runner at second for the force out, and that will retire the side. Rangers got a couple aboard, but that's where they'll leave them. Inning and a half in the books. 3 more outs to get your prediction in to still be eligible for 750 balls of yarn for picking the right team to be victorious tonight. No score here on game number 2. Sorry, make sure this is as good. Okay, all's fine. They're just sharing memes. By the way, did anybody see the injury that happened to the athletics player today? There's over 200 people that would probably go, ow! But emergency surgery for a ruptured testicle. Ow! Hurts just to even think about it. Yeesh. Hope that dude's all right. Thoughts and prayers, and sorry for his future family. Bottom of the second, John Calgill back to work here. He's got the heart of the order coming up, and one of the bigger threats in the lineup coming up now here in Mason Hour, the 24-year-old from Joplin, Missouri. He is a 277 average this postseason with 4 homers, 8 RBI. In game number 1, 2 for 3 with a double, a walk, an RBI, and a run score. Hard to put ice in a get well card. Yeah, right? Power, of course, the big thing to mention. 32 home runs all year. They were all against right-handed batters. But in game number 1 of this series, both of his hits were against lefty David Elvis. And of those 2 hits, he only had a .227 average with no homers against lefties all year. 0-2 from Calgo. Hard shot down to third, but right at the Kryptonian. He'll fire it right across for the out. Rub some dirt on it. Yeah, just rub some dirt on it, get back in there. From Johnny B. Good, Anthony Michael Hall in that role. 26-year-old Dominican Luis Manzanares coming up. The first baseman. 125 average 130 average this postseason with 3 homers, 8 runs driven in. He's 0 for 2 in game number 1. He had an RBI on a sac fly. Also got hit by a pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. That is in there, called strike 3 on a beautiful circle change on the inner half.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Took him a little too literally, huh there, Tim? Second strikeout of the night for John Cowgill. And 2 outs here in the second. 1.0 community credit player, 320 career home runs in that universe. Al Hinton, a 32-year-old Samson, Alabama native. Just a 182 average this postseason with no homers, 4 runs driven in. Has not played much. This is only his 10th career postseason game. And he didn't play in game number 1. 1-0 pitch. Drive that down towards second, where Sebastian Wagner with his great defense ranges over. He will make the play. That will retire the side, and that ends us 2 innings. So, John, any bets from here are now 3rd inning bets officially. We continue on in the 3rd inning here. If you win packs, can you gift them to someone in the community that you know plays? The answer is yes, if you want. But you need to give me the account, the name of the account to credit the packs to, because that's what Out of the Park does. All right, we continue on, and we go to the top of the order. It'll be Trainer, it'll be Lee, and it'll be Thurman. Trainer is your batter. He got a line drive shot to left field and first at bat. Ball and 2 strikes. Rolls that towards second. That's an easy roll right over to Jack Lawless. He'll get it over to first for a quick first out here. 1 down. Alex Lee will be your batter. Since it's not a managed game tonight, I might be able to go a little quicker here because I don't have to be as deliberate as I've been doing. The first pitch swinging, pops it up left side. It's going to drift into foul territory, but Charlie Matzke's got plenty of room. He'll make the catch just beyond the third base coach box. That will be your quick second out. 2 outs now. Lola Thurman comes to the plate. She is 0 for 1 tonight. Well, Mr. Ronna, you got enough for Mega Boost as well, too. Here's the 2-2 from Bailey. Slow roller right back to the mound. Lola's quick throw from Bailey. It's going to get away. Had to hurry with the speed of Lola, and it's a throw wide of the mark. Second error on the night here for the Padres.
Go!
And that's going to get Lola into scoring position with 2 outs, and John Cowgill will try to help out on his cause. Okay, D-Block. I will keep that in mind. Thank you, though. Cowgill is the batter, 0 for 1 today. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Bailey challenges him with 98 and gets it right by him.
I keep pitching them and you keep missing them.
side will be retired. 2.5 in the books. 3 outs remain to get your chance to win 500 balls of yarn this evening. Don't be shy. Bottom third of the order coming up in a no score. Juan Resendez will come to the plate. 25-year-old from Venezuela, the tallest man for the Padres, 6'9" for the first baseman, Resendez. 242 average this postseason. He's got 1 round tripper, 4 RBI. It's his first game in this series. A 271 career hitter in now 13 games in postseason play. 0-2 from Cowgill. Swing and a miss. Just pulls the string with a beautiful circle change.
That's the old pepper boy. That's the old pitching. That's putting it over the old plate, boy.
That'll ring up the third strikeout of the night for John Cowgill. You've got 1 out here, and here comes a nice little hand from the 44,000 in attendance. Again, the kid from Princeton. Charlie Matzke, 26-year-old from Hampton, Virginia, a one-time third-round pick in 2028 by the Padres from Princeton University. Here because of the injury to Fernando Tatis Jr. Never played 1 at-bat in his regular season. And in game number 1, gets his first ever Major League home run from Princeton to Prince of San Diego. Matzke, though, a 174 average in his first ever Major League experience. That 1 home run and 2 RBI. Cowgill's first pitch to him. He will jam him. It's lifted out towards shallow center field. Moving over towards right center is Maurice Hampton. He'll make the grab. That's your second out. Two outs now. Juan Benitez comes up. He did not appear in game 1. This is your National League Championship Series MVP. Juan Benitez, the catcher. No stranger to postseason heroics. The 28-year-old from the Dominican. 214 averages postseason. 2 home runs, both in that championship series, and 4 RBI. Now has 3 home runs, and I swear we've seen all 3 home runs in Juan Benitez's postseason career. Because his biggest one was in 2029, which was a game winner for his World Series. 3-0 pitch from Cowgill. That's going to miss inside. The dreaded 2-out walk, and even more dreaded on 4 pitches. Benitez at first. Yuna Kim will be the batter as we go back to the top of the order. She's 0 for 1 today. Cowgill's first pitch in the dirt. Good block there from Lola. Benitez recognizing game, a couple steps up, but quickly hustles back to first. The 2-2. Jammed towards second. Wagner has it. It's going to run over to second to get the slow run of Benitez. That'll run him out of the inning. 3 innings are now in the books, friends. No more bets. Your bets are locked in for tonight. It's a tight one. No score here from Petco Park, Game 2 of the World Series. On to the 4th we go, and after the 4th inning, we will do our next giveaway winner, so don't go far. If you haven't yet, exclamation ticket. Get yourself in for the next opportunity to win. Paul Bailey back to work on 50 pitches so far. He'll get Vladimir Guerrero, Chris Reeves, Wyatt Langford due up here in this inning. Guerrero took a walk in his first at bat, a 1-1 pitch. Lifted out towards left, didn't get all of it. Looks like a routine ball to left. Right at Mason Howard. He'll backpedal for a couple of steps, make the grab. And your first out here of the 4th. One out now, the man affectionately named Superman. Chris Reeves comes up. Fort Myers, Florida native. Not a community created player, just a really cool fictionally created player. 0 for 1 today. Reeves gets into that one out towards shallow center. He got jammed again on a circle change inside. Uno will make the grab. Now we have 2 quick outs here on 4 pitches. 2 outs now for Wyatt Langford. Langford coming up 0 for 1 today. On a 1-2 pitch. Up in the zone, checks the swing, they appeal, they say he went, and he will go down.
Next.
3 up, 3 down here as Bailey is matching John Calgill stride for stride thus far. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, and I dance.
6 months.
6 months. Thanks, Cutter. Appreciate the tier 2 resub. That will add 2 points down below and another $8 going to Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. We are happy to do it. Much appreciated. Thank you, Cutter. Bottom of the 4th we go. Calgill ready to take on Jack Lawless. Asher Kim, Mason Auer do up this inning for the Padres. Lawless is 0 for 1 today. First pitch he sees, he'll roll it down to second. He reached out for that pitch on the outside. Slow roller towards short. Easy play there for Alex Lee for the out. 1 out on 1 pitch, just 36 pitches into Calgill's outing, so he could go a long way right now. Humbug, of course. Asher Kim, your batter, 0 for 1 today. 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3.
Oh no! Oh no!
Cut fastball in is difficult a place for a right-handed batter to go after. That is a beautiful strike. 4 Ks now for John Calgill, and your second out here on the 4th. Mason Auer will be your batter. He is 0 for 1 today. Got another boss battle if we can get a big group. The 3-2 pitch. He got him swinging. Side is retired. Calgill will put him down in order as well. Great battle here between our two-way CCPs here tonight. 4 innings are now in the book. To the 5th inning we will go. It's time for Journey of the Starters, brought to you by APM Music and Moonbrew. Paul Bailey has been matching John Calgill as best as he can. Bailey is 4 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs scored, of course, in a 0-0 game. He struck out 3, thrown 58 pitches to this point. A little bit more of a pitch energy amount used compared to Calgill. Bailey's still looking good here as we enter the 5th. Yeah, Eagle, I just haven't gotten there yet, and I also have a boost that you were gifted, so we'll get that credited to your account. You'll be able to improve your player immediately with that boost. Sebastian Wagner, Maurice Hampton, Jack Trainer will be due up here for the Rangers. Sebastian's 2-1 pitch will be a line shot right over Charlie Matzke, who makes the grab without having to leave his feet. Maurice Hampton will be the batter. Hampton, the defensive-minded specialist, 0 for 1 today. A 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. In there, called strike 3. Go have a seat, sir. 4 strikeouts on the day now for Paul Bailey. We have 2 outs here in the 5th. Jack Trainer will now be the batter. Trainer today 1 for 2. He had a base hit to lead off this ball game. The 0-2 to Trainer. Driven to center field. Yuna's going back. She still goes back right to the warning track. She's going to look up, and it's a home run over the fence off of the batter's eye. Solo home run with 2 outs here for Jack Trainer.
Brilliant!
Jack Trainer gets the 2-out home run here to put the first run in the game. 8 home runs of his postseason career, second of this season, and it's now 1-0 Texas. That one just kept carrying. Yuna looked like she was going back to pull it up, but when we kept seeing that all we saw was her numbers on the back of her jersey, we knew that meant that was coming off the batter's eye. 412 feet for Trainer. 1-0 game here in the 5th. That might be all John Cowgill needs. Alex Lee, your batter. 0 for 2 today. A 2-1 pitch. Slap towards first. Played by Manzanares. He'll step on the bag. That will retire the side. The inning is over. But one pitch that was 100 miles an hour got connected right on the sweet spot, and Jack Trainer gets the first run of the game, and we go bottom of the 5th. 1-0 here. Thank you, Tim, for the Helpless Kawhi Orange Redcoat link of the moment. Bottom of the 5th, we go. Journey of the Starters. One more time, brought to you by APM Music and Moonbird. John Cowgill doing what he's been doing all postseason long. Just 1 run allowed in 28 innings of work. That's a 0.32 earned run average if you're keeping track at home. 4 innings of work. You'll see it. I'm not saying it. He has walked a batter, though. Struck out 5. 48 pitches thrown by Cowgill tonight. Manzanares, Hinton, and Resendez will be due up here. Manzanares 0 for 1. He'll await a 1-0 pitch. Rolls that slowly down toward short. Alex Lee ranges in, has it, throws the first, plenty of time for the out. 1 out now, the big train. Al Hinton will come up. Al tonight, 0 for 1. I was looking at his versus Cowgill. My bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Up in the zone, challenged him with a slow cutter and gets it right by him.
Emotional damage.
That is Cowgill's 6th strikeout of the evening. That is now your 2nd out here of the 5th. It does, doesn't it? I think that's what Jamie said on the 4th. He said, "Happy Treason Day, traitors." All right. Resendez, your batter. He's 0 for 1 today. The 1-strike pitch. That one's driven out towards center field. Going back is Hampton. He's going to pull up, and he does his best Yuna Kim impersonation as he will watch it. Back-to-back, 2-out, bottom of the 5th inning home runs here. This one for Juan Resendez.
Brilliant!
Resendez will get his 2nd home run of the postseason. It ties this game at 1. There's your 1 that Cowgill's allowed if you're still wanting to be on the under. Your bet's done, but each side has responded with a home run to center field here with 2 outs in the 5th. Charlie Matzke, your batter, 0 for 1 today. 1-0 pitch. That one's driven out towards the gap. Charlie's got a long shot. It's going to be high off the wall. Wind might have been the only reason that one didn't. Matzke heading for 2nd, and he's got himself a 2-out double. The Prince of San Diego continues to show his quality here. Fernando who? Matzke gets himself a double. He's got himself a series. Now 2 hits for the Padres, 2 hits for both sides. Juan Benitez, your batter. Benitez took a walk. Thank you, Tim, for the bloody crazy owl why link of the moment. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Ooh. Big strikeout there for John Cowgill. 7 on the day. He will have his first ever World Series Godzilla mode. Side is retired. 5 innings in the books. We will head to the 6th inning here from Petco Park in a 1-1 ball game. Excuse me. I'll check that later. All right. Top of the 6th. Paul Bailey back to work here. It'll be Lola Thurman, John Cowgill, Vladimir Guerrero. 2 up. Thurman 0 for 2 today. On a 2-strike pitch from Bailey. Gets it off the end of the bat. It's out to shallow center field, not barely far past the infield. Asher again runs over to the second base side of the bag. He will make the play there for the first out. One out now. John Cowgill will be the batter. Cowgill today is 0 for 2. First pitch, look out, that comes inside. There you go. He's trying to help you guys on the under. Check Paul Bailey's, personal assistant. Must be something about two-way players, personal assistants, and gambling here. Maybe he's bet the under as well. A screwball that screwed right into Cowgill. Thank you, Tim, for the pillable, comfortable opossum John Carnage link of the moment. Cowgill at first, 1 out. Vlad, your batter, 0 for 1. Ball and 2 strikes. That one's going to get away. Benitez could not handle the pitch. It gets by him as he chases after it. Cowgill will get out of double play situation and get to second on the pass ball. Bailey with the 2-2. He got him swinging. 96-mile-an-hour strikeout. 5 strikeouts now. Hold on, friends. Freya loves coming to fly over to Dada. Now she's going to vintage my shirt. She'll stay with us through the 6th. I'll do the drawing, and then I will bring her to bed. All right. Bailey is the batter, or at the plate, excuse me. Reeves, your batter, with Cowgill at second. Reeves 0 for 2 today. Yes, I am a Disney princess. This is my little. This is Freya, my conure. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That will retire the side. We go bottom of the 6th. 3 outs remaining to get your final bets in. Oops, sorry, sweetie. Try not to get your eyeball. Sorry about that, baby girl. It is a great pitching duel between these two-way stars. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. The law firm of Kim, Lawless, and Kim coming up. We'll start it off with Una as Cowgill works on 63 pitches so far. Una 0 for 2 tonight. On a ball and 2 strikes. Slap towards third, but right at Reeves. Easy play for him. Fires over to first. Plenty of time for the out. One out now, and Jack Lawless will come up. Lawless tonight 0 for 2. 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Slapped hard to third. Bobble this time from Reeves. That's going to help Lawless reach.
Go!
We said that even unearned runs would count. That could be an unearned run if Lawless can score. Lawless reaches on the E5. 3 errors in this game. With the old kryptonite bat. Yep. Asher Kim up 0 for 2 today. Hey, Steve. Meanwhile, Kiki off camera. Hello. 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 Are you flapping? Are you flapping? Are you flapping? 3-2 pitch to Asher. In the inside corner, and he went with the circle change. Now that is complete dominance with that pitch. 8 strikeouts now for John Cowgill. We have 2 outs here in the 6th. Reminder, with 1 more out, we'll do our next drawing, our next giveaway. Got to type exclamation ticket to be a part of it. Mason Auer will be the batter. A 3-0 pitch to Auer is going to miss low. Walk him on 4 pitches. What do you do, you think, Carol? I love the way they express their happiness. Channeling your inner Garbo tonight. Yeah, 2 walks. That's Garbo. Lawless at second. Auer is at first. Louis Manzanares, your batter, 0 for 2. He could easily end that bet on 1 swing of the bat. 2-1 pitch. Grounded down to third. Reeves got a hurry on the infield grass. Rifles it over to first with plenty of time still. He will get him out of the inning. Made it a little interesting, though, with that E5 he had. But 6 innings are in the books, and it is a 1-1 game. We come back live. It is the 7th inning here of the Game 2 of the World Series, and we've got a pitching change. Paul Bailey is done for the night. Padres will go to the bullpen, and they will summon Josh Core. Core, we have seen a decent amount here this postseason. 14 innings of work, 7 hitches, 4 earned runs allowed, while walking 1 batter and striking out 12 on the day. Core, 26-year-old, 6'7" right-hander from Robinson, Texas, was a 9-8 record, a 3.15 ERA, and 20 saves to his credit here during the regular season. Core will replace Bailey, who leaves with a no decision. We have no update yet on John Cowgill or not, which again will have implications on our final bet. Langford, Wagner, Hampton will be the batters. Langford is 0 for 2 to get this inning started. Let's see if this has an impact on this game. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Core. He will lift that out towards shallow right field. This one's drifting out towards right a bit, but Lawless will go back there. He's about 10 feet into the outfield. He'll make the grab for the first out. Core is a 3-year veteran here in San Diego. 4th round pick back in 2028 by the Padres from Louisville. Sebastis Wagner, the great-grandson of Honus Wagner, coming up 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch slaps that towards first. Manzanares, wrong first baseman. Manzanares has it. He'll step on the bag himself to retire Sebastis for the second out. 2 outs now. Maurice Hampton will be your batter. Hampton tonight is 0 for 2. And a 2-strike pitch.
Strike 3.
In there, called strike 3 as he gets him right at the bottom of the zone. It is 7th inning stretch time. With that, let's get Ty Webb out there to do his thing.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. We are 6.5 through here, and it's a tied game at 1. Home runs from each side has been the difference in this game. Jack Trainer went yard. Juan Resendez went yard as our difference makers in this. And with that, we have the pitching change. John Cowgill is done through 6. And in comes the enforcer, Bill McClure. So with that, wow, 58% said under, and that is your victor. Again, that's a big bet tonight. For every one hairball you put in, you'll get 1.72 in return. That was a big bet this evening. Congrats to the unders. A big night of betting here. Bill McClure is summoned, one of the most effective pitchers from the 1.0 era. Dang it, I forgot I'd have to put his stats in still. I had typed them in, but apparently I did not save it properly. Well, if it's free money, then the good news is you might be able to convert some of those into boosts. McClure this postseason 2-0 record, 2.21 earned run average, 20 1/3 innings of work, 14 hits, 3 walks, and 5 earned runs this far. I think, Tim, check on Amazon. I think there is a way to get Out of the Park 11 still. Little price, not a lot. I think I paid $5 to get a new copy of it that I am accessing now. And the copy I have is not a demoed copy. You can play it. I don't know if it does, because I went to them originally. That's how I found it on Amazon. All right, it'll be Hinton, Resendez, Matsky. McClure and Hinton faced each other a lot in the 1.0 era. How much? I don't have that stat right in front of me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hinton drives it into left field, base hit. I don't even know. I don't know if Inside the Park is available. That one got a little monotonous after a while. I remember playing it. It wasn't as much fun. All right, Hinton is at first. Nobody out. Juan Resendez, your batter. He had the home run back in the 5th. 1-strike pitch. Up in the zone. He lifts it out in the same direction. Nowhere near the length. That'll be Hampton there in position to make the grab for the out. Hinton is at first. 1 out. Charlie Matsky. Matsky had a double in the 5th inning to right center field. Continues to be impressive here in this fall classic. 1-0 pitch. Hard shot to short. That is lead. Is second for 1. Wagner to first. 6, 4, 3. Double play. Side is retired. 7 innings now in the books here as we will head to the 8th. Texas 1, San Diego 1. Josh Gore back to work. Jack Trainer. Alex Lee. Lola Thurman. due up. I forgot you can get into fights at the bar, Marcus. 2 for 3 tonight with that home run for Trainer back in the 5th. A 3-2 pitch on his way. Outside, ball 4. Trainer at first. Go-ahead run is in position. Okay. Just couldn't hear anything. So, now. Alex Lee, your batter today. King Butcher, CCP, 0 for 3. 2-2. Swing and a miss. A sinking fastball. Bit high in the zone, but that might have been where Lee was looking for it down. One out, second K for Core. Lola Thurman, your batter. She's looking to break out of her little mini slump. 0 for 3 today. Lola is 0 for 6 in this World Series thus far. The 0-2 rolls it to second. Lawless, the short for 1. Asher, the first. Anything you can do, we can do better, say the Pods. They will get a 4-6-3 double play, and that will retire this side. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. San Diego and Texas still tied at 1. Reminder that game 3 of this series, I'll wait, commercial's almost done. Welcome back to those of you who were at the break. We just saw a double play for the second straight half inning. This time the Padres converting against the Rangers. We now the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. And a reminder that game number 3 of this World Series will take place tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, here on the Bluff Kitty Ninja Show. Bill McClure back to work. Juan Benitez, Yuna Kim, Jack Lawless said he would get the board. I sure can. Do well. Juan Benitez, 0 for 1, awaiting a 1-2 pitch from McClure. Slaps that towards short. Alex Lee back to his right a bit as he was playing to pull. He gets there, gets the first in time to retire Benitez. 1 out. One out now for Yuta Kim. Yuta's 0 for 3 on a 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Way high. This one's going right where McClure was, but Alex Lee yells him out of the way. He'll make the grab for the second out. 2 outs now. Jack Lawless, another opportunity, 0 for 3 today. A ball and 2 strikes. Slap towards first. Off the glove of Guerrero. Oh no, that's a 3rd error, or a 4th error on the day. 2nd for the Rangers now.
Go!
Everybody's got an error, it feels like. 4 errors in this game. Didn't Lawless reach by error for Reeves? Yep. Yeah, the license won't activate. No, it won't. I tried that. I assure you, I tried that. And that's where Out of the Park will tell you. So that's where I went to Amazon, found an Out of the Park 11 copy that does not require a license. You grease the bat. New pine tar incident of 2033. Asher Kim, the batter. Can he cause damage here with an 0 for 3 today? A ball and 2 strikes. Driven up the middle, just past the reach of Alex Lee for a base hit. Runners at first and second now. Mason Hour with a prime opportunity. Hour 0 for 2 today. A 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, it's going to get away from Lola. Everybody moves up 90 feet. 2 in scoring position now. A 3-0 count. Are they going to give Hour the walk? They won't. 3-2 pitch. Grounded down to first. Platt's got it. He'll go step on the bag, and that is a big out. McClure survives the jam. We will go to the 9th inning, friends. It is still tied at 1.
Good, Candy.
Josh Core will continue to go. It's Cowgill, it's Guerrero, it's Reeves. Cowgill's out of the game as a pitcher, but still your DH. Otani rule. 0 for 2 today and a 1-2 pitch. Up in the zone and gets it by him. How are you, Plum? 3 Ks now for Josh Core. One out here in the 9th. Vladimir, your batter, 0 for 2 today. On the 2-2 pitch. He got him swinging with a nasty sinker inside.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, you gotta connect normally for an earth-shattering kaboom, and that did not happen that go-around. Now 4 Ks for Core. 2 outs now. Superman, Christopher Reeves. Chris Reeves comes up 0 for 3. On a 1-strike pitch. Hard grounder towards short. Asher Kim to his right. Has time. Throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down for Josh Core in the 9th inning. He does some good work here in the last third of this game. 3 outs remaining in regulation. Padres trying to win this one. It's tied at 1. I will still do the drawing at the bottom of the 9th. There will not be more drawings if we go past the 9th. No. I should really do the drawing after the game because that's the intent. 10. Manzanares 0 for 3 today. McClure continues to go on 32 pitches. Ball and 2 strikes. He swings and misses. He goes down to the dreaded curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all great.
Well, they were that time around. It's your first K of the night for McClure. One out now for Al Hinton, who's 1 for 3 today. Had a base hit to left in his last at bat. 1-0 pitch to the big train. Here it comes. He'll slap it into left field. Another base hit. Hinton will get his second hit of the series. He's aboard at first now. Juan Resendez will try to end this one. First pitch. Up the middle, right to Lee. Steps on the bag for 1. Throws to first. It is a 6-3 double play. And regulation's done. We got bonus baseball tonight. I'm going to finish the game. We're going to do 2 more innings in the format I do if it goes that far. After that, we'll quick set. Wyatt Langford, your batteries, 0 for 3 tonight. Josh Core continuing here, a 2-0 pitch. Langford, hard shot up the middle, but Lawless is in a perfect position, playing on the pull. He'll throw to first. Well-placed defense there for the out. On down, pinch hitter for Sebastis Wagner. It's Andre Dawson, the third. Aberdeen's Community Credit Player. 154 average this postseason with 1 RBI. Dawson did play in game 1. He had an 0 for, if I remember right, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's golfed into right field and base hit as Dawson will get on board. Dawson gets a little top spin, so that stops in front of Hinton. That'll get him on board. Good speed at first. Reese Hampton, your batter. Hampton today is 0 for 3. On a 3-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
In there, strike 3. Dawson was on his way. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Juan Benitez up rifles, easy pickings of Dawson, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 10th we will go. Texas gets just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's still 1-1. Charlie Matzke will be the batter. Matzke today 1 for 3. Bill McClure is going to continue on. Yeoman's work here. Remember, there is 1 off day for each of these teams. McClure's first pitch to Matzke. Pops it up. A little point. It says high pop fly. That looked like a little, a little titmouse. Yes, I use the word titmouse. They're kind of cute. Matzke goes down. 1 out. Arturo Rojas will come in for his first appearance this this World Series, that is. Rojas, 29-year-old from the Dominican. He was a 3.18 ERA, 6 wins, 7 saves during the regular season. 1-1 this postseason with a 2.25 ERA, 1 run allowed, and 4 innings of work. He'll throw fastball, mid-90s, curveball, and a changeup. I think he's here to try to get through Benitez and Yuna Kim in particular. 0 for 2 today for Benitez. One strike pitch. Lifted out to left field. Juan Benitez with a base hit. Benitez just seems to play stellar when it comes to postseason play. He's at first, not very fast, but he is the winning run. Yuna Kim, the Queen of Diamonds, comes up. She is 0 for 4 tonight. Hi, Danny. A 2-0 pitch. Yuna back to the mound. It's a slow roller, having to hurry. No chance there for Reeves. Sorry, I didn't check the defensive alignment. Reeves is at second. Lee stays at short. Dawson is in at third. So they don't go and bring Westendorf, excuse me. They don't go bring him in. Reeves moves from third to second. Infield hit. Yuna reaches. Juan Benitez, your game-winning run is at second. Not very fast. No guarantee a hit to the outfield will help. Jack Lawless 0 for 4. He is reached by 2 errors in this game. Both Reeves and Guerrero. He's 2 for 2 lifetime against Arturo Rojas, in case you want to keep that in mind. 1-0 pitch. Lawless slaps it to first. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Go! Go!
Vlad with another error. 3 times tonight, Jack Lawless has been in error-based situations. Better be lucky than good. Bases loaded. One out. Infield coming in, and Asher Kim is your batter, 1 for 4. Hey, CSN, thank you for the Gigantify. Yeah, that's exactly how the coach must feel right now. Where'd my pen go? Oh, it's right here. Gotta write the biddings down. Typical Guerrero Jr. behavior. Bases loaded, 1 out. Is this game over due to the costly error? It's been a messy game for both sides. 5 errors, 3 for Texas, all 3 off the bat of Jack Lawless. We will find out if whether or not Texas is going to request the bats be examined by Jack Lawless for grease, for pine tar. 3-2 pitch. A ball 4, are you kidding me? That looked like a strike. This game is over. Wow. And it won't show us where it's located. I can't even pull up a replay in that instance. They're all going to walk off the field. Do the Padres come walk back on now? What the frick? I've never seen that. Yes, that was perfect there, King Butcher. The ultra face palm. Thank you for the bidding. Wow. Speechless on how that one finished. Thanks, Tim, for the graceful, productive quail dancing banana link of the moment, showing the 3rd error of the game off the bat of Jack Lawless. Hello. 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 Hi. There we go. Laws are made. Yes. That was a good article you wrote there, by the way. The most anticlimactic excitement at the end, yes. A 2-1 finish, a bases-loaded walk that looked like strike 3. Asher Kim gets the RBI. He 1 for 4 in the game with the RBI. Wow. Generous giant bacon bat chest link of the moment is your final. And San Diego, nice try there, Tranquil. San Diego, 2 at the end there. But no, that bet won't count. So again, if you pick San Diego tonight, congratulations, you're getting a full boost. And if you only pick 2 runs, then you are really effing smart. Wow, 3 hits on the day for Texas, 7 for the Padres. What a pitching battle. Both John Cowgill, Paul Bailey will leave the game with the Bill Doran quality starts, both matching. The only things that were different about them was the walks and strikeouts. Both went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. Both gave up homers, both walking either 1 or 2 batters. Cowgill 2, Bailey 1, but Cowgill getting 8 strikeouts to Bailey's 6. Josh Core is your winner, and man, he went 4 innings on 51 pitches, 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Bill McClure was impressive. 3 1/3 innings. He did give up 3 hits and struck out 1. And Arturo Rojas comes in. He gives up 2 hits. He gets an error. Or gets an error behind him. That's not his fault. And then a walk. What a messy game. Dear Lord. 2 errors for Guerrero. 1 for Reeves. 1 for Asher Kim. And 1 for Paul Bailey. 5 errors on the game. Threw Bailey to the Wolves against Cowgirl. And he stepped up. I don't know if that was an autocorrect. That's funny. On that, we're going to check for injuries. Oh, Tony Jimenez in the Cardinals organization, injured while showing off on his motorcycle. He sprained his ankle. He'll be day-to-day for about a week. Good they're done playing baseball, right? No answer from Machia Pet. 1 minute 15 seconds so far. Let's see if he can answer the bell. So we got to go one more day. Yes. Yes, we do. We officially enter the month of November. Well, not yet, because PFA. Josh Rowland, go to AAA. You go to AAA. Anybody else? Nobody else. All right. Now we're in the month of November. I still give them the full time because they could show. 35 seconds. Yeah, Eagle, it's going to not... you will be waiting until the draft, until, for us, the way we run, it won't be until either October or November when we will get to the All-Star game and the draft. So it means it'll be a bit before you see your player. We only do 2 seasons in one real-life calendar year. We're a storytelling universe. But the thing is I could be talking about your player literally for a decade, assuming that this is still useful to you guys and I'm on this side of the ground. Time is up. Mitch will forfeit. And yes, gives you plenty of time to get to know the universe, get to earn boosts and all that good stuff so you can improve your player. All right, we're going to draw a new winner. Brendan, PPL commish. Is Brendan still here? I don't know if he's simming or not. No sim tonight, so I don't know if Brendan's still here or not. We're limping to the finish here. No one wants to win, apparently. We still got more stuff to give away. Jake, you missed that no signings message that I left to all of you general managers. These guys are being lost. Yeah, they were signed to minor league deals, became free agents. No signing. No signing anybody. And I mean it. Bad boy. No free agents of any kind. He's got about 45 seconds left. $35. Hey, there he is. All right. He wins. Okay, Brendan. So we have the following. Either 10 boost for eMLB or 26 packs from Perfect Team for Out of the Park Perfect, Out of the Park Perfect Team. You don't play PT. All right, so Brendan will get 10 boost. That means we have one last gift. And that gift is the 26 Perfect Team packs. So still an opportunity to win, but now only one choice. 26 packs, since no one took packs tonight. Let's see who gets it. Maybe. GT Sundown. Is Kenny here? He's present. Guess what? You're winning 26 packs tonight there. 26 Perfect Team packs going your way. Send me in DM which username you want me to assign those to, and I'll get them over to you. And congratulations to all. All right, well, you just gave it to me. All right, so Sundown GT. Done. All right, awesome, guys. What a weird ending for that one. But it ended right on the last pitch, of course. And it sucks that we couldn't go show you on the eMLB Sportsnet strike zone, the K zone, where it landed, because it looked like a strike. It really did. But a 2-1 finish. San Diego takes a commanding 2-0 lead, and we will now transfer to Texas here. Game number 3 will happen starting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern. Wow. Out of the park was tired, just wanted the game over. Probably did. All right, friends, we're only going one place. We're going to send you over to TJ because, again, the mothership has a little bit of extra nummies to give you guys. Thanks again for being a part of the eMLB World Series. 2 games in the books. Padres halfway to their 2nd World Championship in 5 seasons. Rangers, who are here for their 3rd time since 2027, still looking to lock down their 1st. Unfortunately, now looking at a 2-0 hole. The eMLB Universe and the 2033 eMLB World Series brought to you by APM Music, where you hear gathering crowds. You know it from This Week in Baseball. Growing up, it's now ours. Also, the amazing eMLB theme song you hear throughout the show. And then Moon Brew, you better tastier way to better sleep, better health, better cortisol. Back to Litter Box, I am going, because Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. Next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, game number 3 of the Fall Classic. Hit the trumpets, my friends. Friends, as always, we want to remind you that Moose Powers wants me to pay $18 the data farmer. We also want to remind you that how you think, it does direct your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best, friends. So please go out and do your best. And as always, come on back and share the good stuff with us. There's too much crap in the world. All the crap is elsewhere. Bring your good stuff here. We want to talk and celebrate your victories. Over to TJ, we're going to go. Moose, thank you for the boost. Doesn't matter when, we always appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Game 3 tomorrow night. Hope to see you then. Peace.